Just beyond bustling Silicon Valley, nature's preparing to welcome us home.
And it really is like a respite from the South Bay. As it gets more and more hectic there, it's just going to get more peaceful here.
And layers of human history are preparing to guide us back in time on voyages of discovery.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of mysteries to unravel.
There's so much to discover here.
Yes.
But this lovely pond is home to rare western pond turtles, California's only native turtle species, and many species of birds that fly in to snack on fish living in the water. On the Santa Cruz Mountains, just west of Los Gatos, this pond will soon be the centerpiece of an amazing new open space preserve, nearly 1,500 acres of diverse natural beauty, and many chapters of surprising California history. Close to Los Gatos, off Highway 17 along Bear Creek Road, Bear Creek Redwoods Preserve is being prepared for a grand opening to the public in the spring of 2019. A piece of our past, near the heartbeat of our future.
I just think it's going to be a fabulous place for people to come and experience the redwoods and get out into nature and learn something.
The Bear Creek Redwoods Preserve is owned and managed by the Midpeninsula Regional Open Space District, known as Midpen. We're getting a preview of what the preserve will have to offer us visitors with Midpen's Matt Cheney, Lisa Bankosh, and Matt Brunning, starting by this pond, which we'll all see as soon as we arrive.
It's not by any means what we would call a pristine natural pond habitat, but it is a really beneficial habitat for many different species of wildlife.
One special species of concern here is the western pond turtle. These resourceful reptiles are found in waterways across the state. The turtles here are all males. It's literally a bachelor pad.
In the pond here, you can see there's some basking platforms.
There's little wooden platforms out there?
Yeah, little floating wooden platforms that our volunteer crews have put in, and turtles can crawl up on there and soak up the sun, get their energy.
The hands of humans here have been hard at work, and over many decades, they've dramatically changed this landscape.
This preserve is a little different from many of our preserves in that we inherited over 100 years of settled history here.
After the rush for gold and redwoods in the 19th century, wealthy families built elaborate country estates here, turning this property into a lavish garden.
The pond itself was really the center of it all. You'd arrive here, there'd be this beautiful manicured garden, and you would be able to walk around the pond.
In 2014, voters passed Measure AA, which funds Midpen to restore the land, interpret its human and natural history, and welcome the public, beginning right here. So the cars are going to come down off the road over here?
This will be where they drive in on the driveway, and they'll start parking on both sides of the driveway throughout here. And on the left side is where the restroom is going to be placed.
In the spring of 2019, Phase 1 of Midpen's many efforts to open this complex preserve will be finished, and we'll be invited to move around the pond on an ADA-accessible trail. Look for bats and boxes high above, and see the handiwork of Bear Creek's first human residents, Native Ohlone people. So Lisa, this looks to me like a grinding rock.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. The Native Americans used these to process acorns for food.
Ohlone people who were
The
living
Ohlone
here for
people
thousands
that
of
lived
years.
here, right?
Ohlone women ground acorns and rocks like these for thousands of years, living in harmony with nature. Including redwood forests we'll all soon get to see for ourselves on new trails just across Bear Creek Road. So now we have kind of left the pond that we were at behind, and right across the road we go into a kingdom of redwood nature.
That's right. The second growth redwood forest is some of the best preserved redwood forests in Santa Clara County, actually.
Wow.
And so close in.
And this is great. So when we come in here on those hot days, you can come in here and cool off.
Nature's air conditioning. Yep.
Under Midpen stewardship, with the help of volunteers, choking ivy thickets are being removed to improve conditions for ancient forest dwellers like California giant salamanders and Santa Cruz black salamanders, while Midpen weaves a path through their domain for all of us to follow. So Matt, you're going to have to take this old road And there was a logging road, right?
Right, so we'll take this old road and we'll regrade it and get some base rock in here to make it a better surface for hiking and for equestrians and eventually mountain biking.
Turning rough roads into state-of-the-art trails and replacing old bridges like this one with new and safer structures, initially for hikers and equestrians, are just the first steps towards the long-term goal of opening up this multifaceted preserve and all it has to offer, bit by bit, in phases, in the years ahead. 6 miles originally, but more and more trails.
Right, so we'll have 20 miles of trail eventually,
Wow,
including a through route for mountain bikes. So people can ride actually from Los Gatos, Los Gatos Creek Trail to the Lexington County Park, through Bear Creek Redwoods, and then up to Skyline.
Holy cow.
So that's
Have the whole thing.
right.
The trail through these redwoods will lengthen in future phases, but always remain simple. No trash cans or facilities. We'll need to pack out what we pack in. Elsewhere in the preserve, we'll eventually get to see remains of vast estates built by the rich and famous long ago. But the first fascinating phase of our many voyages of discovery here will be launching in the spring of 2019 in a new parking lot down by the pond.
I like to think of our work here as just kind of the next layer on top of those multiple layers of history here. And now we're in the layer of public access and enjoyment and being able to come out here and be in a peaceful place.
That's right. It's just the next step in the history of, of this land.